I feel like people come on here and shame each other for the fact that everybody isn't out in the streets just causing mayhem, or like, I'm not even sure what people think we should be doing. It's like, why aren't we all out there? I don't know what that means exactly. It's like, are we going to grab up the military? Are we going to go drag Trump out of there? And then what would replace that? Like, what? We don't have systems in place for any of that. So I think having a lack of clarity of what we would even do if we got what we wanted, like who's in charge? Like, well, we'll worry about it when we get there. I'd like some answers ahead of time, quite honestly, because, sorry, I don't really trust everyone on the left. I don't. And it would really piss off people on the right who do have weapons. So I personally would like a little more clarity, and I think we should get a little more clarity before we just say, we have to stop. But what does that mean? What does that look like? What specifically are you saying? Like for me, I say we got to shut down ICE, which means just intimidate them until they go away, till their job is so difficult they stop. But to say like we have to get them out of there, what does that mean? Because if you're saying forcefully, what does that look like? And then what happens after that? If it were possible, it's possible if we got enough of us. But then what? I don't think people are clear on that, so they don't feel so confident to go out into the unknown of like, okay, let's just fuck shit up. Like, what does that mean? Okay, so that's one part of it. But the other thing is, we're in this interesting situation because when you had leaders like Schmittler, he was a really good politician. He was good at the things he did, whether you liked him or not. He was good and he was efficient and he was a good communicator. And he had a good, strong team around him. Whereas our guy, he's just failed from the second he was in there. He's pissed people off from the second he was in there. And so it's like you want to go to like, let's get him, but then also, but he's fucking shit up. Like, he looks like an idiot. Oh, some of his people are starting to see he's an idiot. Okay. And the whole world sees he's an idiot. So it's almost been like, do we go in and make a big mess that's already kind of happening by itself? Or what do we do? So I think that's been kind of the stalling, is like, how do you go fight something that's falling? If that makes sense. But with the leaders that we have coming out, like Gavin and J.D. Pritzker, don't come for me, and Beto and Jasmine, like we've got like this fiery group coming up here. There's some other Jamie. Okay, I'm forgetting everyone's names. I just woke up. So, but we have this like fiery group that's now speaking out and coming forward, and I feel like people are feeling supported in that way. And they're trying to navigate that too, like, okay, they're falling, and here's what we can do. So it's kind of like trying to manage between them falling and us rising at the same time. So it's just a weird experience. And I think I said in the very beginning, I said, look, if he was a Schmittler, right? He's no Schmittler. This is not Germany. If he was very good and efficient and effective and just seemed to like have it together in a way like that he doesn't, like his cognitive abilities are so declined now. But if he was just really sharp and just could say something and it was put into effect instead of over 90% of it all being thrown out and him just saying things like, we're going to take Greenland, and like just all the shit he makes up, I would have said everyone in Washington, and we're just going to have to battle it out, and whatever happens, happens, because they are going to end it. Like, we're toast. We're toast. And I've never felt that. I feel angry. I feel frustrated. I feel sad for lots of reasons about the left, the right, and the leadership. So there's lots of things I feel very scared about, frustrated, and my family's in like the direct line of fire with ICE. So that's been a whole thing. But at the same time, it's like, but he sucks. He's awful at this. He wants to be a dictator. He was not made for it. And he picked the wrong goddamn nation. We're too big. There's too many of us. And we are fully weaponized. And we're brats. Okay? Don't tell us what to do. Like, the more he tries, well, I'm going to get units to go out and handle protests. Do it. Fucking do it. It just makes people madder. Like when you said, and you're allowed to wear masks at the thing. I want to go buy 10 masks and just stick them all over my face and show up. So it starts to feel like we're gaining our momentum, because we're also trying to gain our footing because it's falling. You know, when you read in history books, it doesn't look like they were falling just as soon as they got to the top. So it's almost like disorienting. He's been flooding the zone and falling at the same time. So to say we're cooked simply means you're not paying attention, or you just want people to think we're cooked, or you just want people to go down and burn everything down. And that is not the way. That's not the way. They're falling, and we just have to find our footing in trying to dodge the pieces while we rebuild. So don't shame people on here for not just taking to the streets, because everyone's trying to wrap their heads around a lot of very strange things happening at the exact same time while they actively fail.